Hi guys, I have lots and lots of goodies to show you today, and then I have a few more goodies that are coming in the mail, and then I am seriously putting myself on a no-buy because I think it's been since before Christmas that I actually attempted to restrict myself as far as buying nail polish. And with all the magnetics coming out lately, I feel like I've just been buying a ton, so I need to slow down just a little bit, just a couple weeks of a break. And you know, I don't think there's anything I really need, so I just need to stay away from temptation. The first couple things I'm going to show you are actually my most recent purchase, and these are from the Color Club magnetic collection. I think it's called Magnetic Force. In fact, that's what it says on the bottle. And this first one I'm going to show you is called Hypnotic, and this is the color that's on my nails that you'll be seeing throughout this video. So similar to the Nails Ink, the Color Club magnet is on the top of the cap and detaches. And I picked up 4 other colors. I got these all at Hot Topic. This blue is called Electro Midnight, and it's kind of a darker blue, not quite as frosty as the blue in the China Glaze collection. This next dark gray, seems like almost every magnetic line has a dark gray, is called Steel of the Night. And I hope you're not getting too much glare because these still have their plastic, like, security safety wrapping on them. And this third one is kind of a murky purplish gray, is called Magnetic Force. There are 2 more colors in this collection, and they're a gold and an orange, but it doesn't look like Hot Topic is carrying those. They are available online on several websites, and you know, I try to always tell you guys where I buy my nail polish, but there are so many other sites. You know, maybe one day I'll do a video just of e-tailers that I have personally used and could feel good about recommending to you guys. The next 4 that I have to show you I'm really excited about. Even though I have a fairly popular blog and of course the YouTube channel, I really don't get a lot of promotional stuff or products for reviews, so whenever I do, it's kind of fun and exciting. And these are actually from Illamasqua. Their product rep sent me 4 colors, and 2 of them are from their Theater of the Nameless. Came with this promotional stuff, and some of the descriptions that they have on here just kind of had me cracking up when I first read them. Part of the description that they have for the nail varnish, because of course it's not nail polish because it's not an American company, is that it's parading a kinky new waxy rubber look finish. Each of the Theater of the Nameless nail varnish bottles come with a limited edition rubber lid. And the whole thing is just very dramatic, and one of the other quotes on here from the creative director says, "The Theater of the Nameless is a heady mixture of opulent hues, decadent pigments, and fearless application." And the whole thing is just kind of very theatrical and dramatic like that. So the first one that I have to show you guys is this kind of berry shade, and this is called Vice. And I haven't worn any of these yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Everything that I've seen from other bloggers is that it's a very high quality nail polish, which kind of goes with, you know, I think a lot of places Illamasqua would be considered a prestige brand. They do other kinds of cosmetics as well other than just nail polish. This is the second from the Theater of the Nameless, and this is called Taint. It's kind of a very weird mushroomy brown, and in the promotional material, since I have it handy, Taint is described as stone brown and Vice is described as deep cerise. So the other 2 were the favorites of the lady that I was working with. And this first one is called Bacterium, and I guess I'd call it maybe taupe with a silver shimmer. It's another very strange color that is, you know, maybe a little bit hard to define, but I think that it's really cool. And the fourth and final one that I received is called Radium, and it's this electric acid green. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to giving those a try. Let's see. I have, as usual, this is more than just one trip, several different stores over the course of a couple weeks. I picked these two up when I went to get my prescription. These are the two that sold out when I picked up the other Jewel Effects collection colors. This is called Lavender. It's not really what I would consider lavender. I mean, it's really just purple, but I think they probably already had a purple, so they couldn't reuse that. And this one, I didn't think from the little swatch that was on the shelf that I wanted it, but when I saw it in person, I had to have it. This is called Hot Pink. And as you can see, it's much more than just pink. It has a lot of other different colors in there. And then I stopped at Claire's because my friend Taylor, who works at Claire's, gave me a heads up that they have some additional colors. One of them is this green magnetic, and it's similar but not identical to Whitehall from Nails Inc. I'll just hold them up here together. You can see the Claire's is definitely leaning more green, and the Nails Inc. is leaning more toward teal. And I also picked up, just to do a little comparison with the icing, I picked up the Claire's Silver, and they're very close, but after holding them side by side, I would not say they're dupes. The Claire seems a little sparklier and a little brighter. And I will be doing comparison swatches for both of those, as well as just swatches so that you can see for all of the different magnetic polishes that I'm including in this haul. Next are some colors that I picked up at Ulta, and you know, while I was there, I saw some of the Nicki Minaj colors, and I just wanted to mention, because I've had so many people ask me if I'm going to get those, and they'd really like to see, you know, my opinion on those. They're really nice colors, but I don't feel like they're anything that's missing from my collection. You know, if it were something that were really my favorite, maybe I would be more inclined to purchase some of them. But, you know, the green reminds me of the green from the Shrek. The maroon crackle, which is maybe the most unique. I mean, I have a box full of crackle polishes. I didn't feel like I needed any more crackle polishes. And the silver glitter color has that bar glitter in it, which I'm just honestly not a fan of. So that's why I haven't picked up any of the Nicki Minaj colors. I wouldn't rule out getting some if I maybe saw them in the clearance bin. But for now, I basically skipped over those and I went on to the Holland collection, which at first glance really seemed kind of boring to me until I got a closer look at some of the nail polishes swatched on other blogs and actually took a look at the bottles in person. A lot of them have a very subtle shimmer that you really have to see them in person to be able to appreciate how pretty it is. Of course, I fell for the purple. This one is called Dutch Ya Love OPI. Of course, they always have their kind of quirky names for their colors. And this darker purple, which I hope comes across on camera, is called Vampsterdam, and it is indeed a very, very vampy, dark, purpley, mauvey, gorgeous-y color. I really like those two together also, and I may marble them or do some other nail art with those two together. This kind of almost, it's like a chocolate, milk chocolate brown with a gold. This is called Wooden Shoe Like to Know, and it coordinates really well with the fourth color that I picked up, which is almost like a terracotta color, and this is called Gouda Gouda Two Shoes. So you can see there. I really hope the shimmer's coming across on camera. If not, I will try to get the blog post with additional bottle pictures posted soon. Also, of course, always hit the clearance at Ulta. I picked up these two China Glaze colors. This red is Long Kiss, and this blue is First Mate. And I think I mentioned in maybe my last haul video or my last swatch video that Ulta is now carrying Layla polish, which to my knowledge was only available online before now. They're not cheap, but they are, from my experience, a very good quality magnetic. I mean, the magnetics are all kind of the same, but there are slight differences in the formula. If you want to know which one I recommend whichever has the color that you like. Ulta is having Layla for, I believe, $15, maybe $15.50. So slightly cheaper than Nails Inc., but more expensive than pretty much all of the others. This is called Silver Galaxy, and this is the most sparkly magnetic that I've seen. It doesn't quite look it in the bottle, but in the promotional, they had these sitting out there. On the back, it has all of the colors in their lines, basically swatches of them. And the Silver Galaxy, I don't know if you guys can see here, looks like it's going to be very, very sparkly where the magnetic effect takes place. I also picked up the Metallic Sky, which is very blue. And if you're wondering how that compares to the Color Club Blue, see if I can get them here. They both have kind of a lot of label on them, but you can see again they're close but not identical. And the last one that I picked up is the Black Metal, and I think this may be my favorite magnetic polish so far. I actually had this on my nails yesterday, and I'll try to edit in just a quick picture here so that you guys can see what it looks like on the nail. The Layla polishes have the magnet right on the top there. It's a striped pattern and it goes in the direction of the line. So it's a little tricky since it's not detachable. You know, if you are trying to do it right after you paint your nails, you're going to have paint dribbling down the brush. If you try to screw the top back on, the magnetic polish is going to dry before you can get the magnet on it. So what I did was paint with one color and then use the magnet from one of the others, and that worked out really good for me. Last but certainly not least is my last trip to Sally's, and I picked up a couple things in their clearance section. If you go to a Sally's and you don't see any clearance in the front, check in the back, because the front was basically empty where they normally have it, and in the back was a ton of nail polish. This is from Savvy, and this color is called Chrome. Silver is one of my very favorite things to have on my nail, so it was hard for me to pass that one up. Well, obviously harder than I could manage because I didn't pass it up. This sheer pink is called French Rose Opal Frost. And I also picked up this Finger Paints green, which is called Comet's Collar. I believe this is leftover from their holiday colors. And then, saving the best for last, of course, they had a nearly new, almost untouched Hunger Games display. And I originally thought that because Hunger Games was so awesome, and, you know, I'm basically in love with the books and counting the days until the movie comes out, I thought I'd get all the colors. When I actually had them in my hands, I found a little bit of willpower, and I was able to only get half the collection. So this first color is Hook and Line. It's a very pearly, shimmery gray. This is Fast Track, And this is a taupe that has a lot of golden shimmer in it. Then this is Stone Cold. This is a dark gray, and from reading the promotional stuff and seeing it on other blogs, I know that this is a matte polish, which I know some of you aren't a fan of, but always remember you can stick a glossy top coat on top of a matte polish and turn it into just a regular polish. And in fact, a lot of times polishes that are designed to be worn matte are just as pretty, if not even more gorgeous, with a top coat added. I also got Harvest Moon, which is like a metallic foily bronze. Smoke and Ashes, which probably looks black on camera, but it's not. It's got like hints of blue and green in it. And if you're not familiar with the collection, they're designed for each one of the 12 colors to go with each of the 12 districts. So if you're interested to see how they line up, you know, just Google it. It can't be that hard to find. I don't remember exactly where I read it. And the last one for this haul that I could not pass up because it's flaky is Luxe and Lush. And I mean, flakies, as we were talking about with the Zoyas and the finger paints, seem to be the second hottest thing this year, right behind magnetic polishes. So, you know, it's something that I, as like a polishaholic, really like to see when the stuff that I like is also the stuff that's popular. There was one other color from this collection that I wanted, and it's the orangish red with gold shimmer called Riveted, and I ended up purchasing that online along with the entire prismatic collection. So, like I said, I have a no-buy on my horizon. The very last thing that I may or may not purchase is some of the Nabby magnetics. I know I've had a lot of people tell me that they're seeing them at their Walgreens, and I am just unlucky enough that none of the Walgreens here in Minnesota have had them yet. But I've found them for a really good price on eBay, and I've been going back and forth with myself whether or not I need more magnetic polish or whether I have enough to tide me over for a while. So depending on whether the little devil or the little angel wins that argument, those will be coming in the mail soon. And, you know, I'll show you those last couple of orders when they arrive, and then there will be no more hauls for a while. I'm going to try to go the whole month of March. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I've already gone like 2 days without buying polish, so I'm at least off on the right track. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm always kind of surprised how many people say they look forward to the hauls just as much as the tutorials. And if you're waiting for tutorial, I will have more of those coming as well. Stay tuned for an announcement of what I have coming. Some of you are going to love it, some of you might not, but it's what I'm doing. So, as always, thanks for watching.